Oh, why, hello there, everybody. Saigan Cat here. Bet you've been wondering where I've been. Well, it was a long weekend. That's where I've been. The children were not great. Well, Garen was great. Caden, for whatever reason, gets especially difficult on the weekends, even though he was mostly fine all of last week. Ah! Stram is live! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dragon Quest 11 Let's Play. Live strammed. Abyss makes one spelling mistake and has completely changed the vocabulary of my Discord. Last time on Dragon Quest Z. The rest of the world was enraptured by Bowsette's popularity. But Saigan was still focused on inching his way through Dragon Quest XI. Oh my god. Like, I feel like we should talk about Bowsette, and at the same time, I really feel like we shouldn't talk about Bowsette. Like, it's one of those things where you know the conversation needs to happen. But you don't want to have it. It's like having the talk with your kids. I've asked around about Kai, but nobody around here has seen him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle's still waiting for us back on that island. We should try to track him down as soon as we can. We're still hurt? Okay, good. We're not still hurt. Breach, Thalkos, Abyss, all y'all are here.
And where do you think you're going?
To find...
You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming
You
with you.
you just said, hey, we should go look for Kai. Now you're asking me, hey, where are you going?
Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Waiting for us.
Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something? Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you.
5 images is all it took on Google Image Safe Search for it to get Rule 23. I'm not familiar with Rule 23. I'm familiar with 63 and 34, of course. Which one is Rule 23? $34. Okay. Yeah. You meant 34. It's like, which one's 23? How do I not know about this one? Here we are having the biggest luau in the generation, and Kai still won't join in. Kona, I swear, if you don't lay down, I'm going to put you in your crate. You have been out, you've been fed, you've been played with. Lay down. Okay, that's fine. You can snuggle up to me. That's cool. Just quit staring at me. Here we are having the biggest luau in a generation, and Kai still won't join in. Made some excuse about having to go down to the dock to fix his friend's boat. The dock, you say? Crimson Eye. Dart. Good evening to you both. There it is. That is a box. That's what it... See, when this happens, when this shit happens, that is me reading chat. Am I winning? Surprisingly, yes. We just defeated a boss that I was really worried about. Although I guess we did that last week. Oh, hey, you're the guys who beat the Tentacular, right? We owe you one for that, for sure. You should get back to the luau. I'll bet the rest of the men will be messing with their guests of honor already. Unless you got some business with me. Missing their guests of honor. Ha ha! Barely into this beer. You're looking for a guy called Kai? Sure, that's me. Kai Nui to my ma, but everyone else just calls me Kai. What do you want? he's just going to be super freaking confused.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Honolulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you shouldn't...
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yes, yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa.
Huh?
It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I want you to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
I'm still not prepared for this. I don't want to. I don't want to. I didn't think that just some story stuff would be my big hang-up about playing through the game a second time. It's not a bad story either, I just don't want to. Gabriel Kane, Alan Johnson, Dante Gaines. Hello, everybody who snuck in during that last cutscene. Oh, Serena. Serena's so kind and gentle. Why can't my wife be more like this? Hey. A fisherman ran up to the church just now. He looked very upset. I do hope it's not another injury. Oh, is that Kai? How strange. I thought he'd be pleased to hear that Michelle was still thinking about him, but he looked rather gloomy. Drawn a crowd. Chaos Man! Hello, sir. It's not the worst one. I know, right? Like, that's the worst part, is knowing that it's going to get worse than this. My son just passed through here. He's always been a quiet boy, but he looked like he was biting his lip more than ever. Oh, shit, I yawned. There goes another subscriber. That door leads to Saikiki Beach. It's home to the village graveyard, where the souls of the departed are returned to the ocean. Kainui always hated that place. Why would he go there now? Guten Tag. My evening's okay. I was kind of touch and go on whether or not I was going to get to stream. Caden came home in just like a foul mood. Like, we're going to have one of those nights. But chilled out after I made him go spend some time in his room thinking about his behavior. Oh, is that what he said? Did you find it? Why don't you edit the yawns from a live stream? Yeah, that guy. You guys get the full experience. Speaking of foul moods, you kind of got fired. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead. Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy. But it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers. And now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough, too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through. And I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Whoops. Hello again, my friend. I'm so happy you've returned. It's been so long since you went off. I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he as well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? My Kai is dead? That can't be. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What's that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and seashells on a pretty coral band? You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed, and clutched it as he passed away. You're saying he's dead? No, please no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break the promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it. Till I've found out for myself. I need to meet the Kai you met and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. If you can sail, and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks. You're very kind. But there's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. How long do I plan to stream tonight? I am not sure. What time is it now? 8? Like, for at least another hour. Maybe another 2. It was a long day. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find this man you met and bring him back to me? Dude, did I hear about the orchestral music mod for the Steam version? Yes, I did hear about it. I think it's a great mod. But as a moderator of the Dragon Quest subreddit, I do have to ask that people do not spread it around there. Because it is against the terms of service. However, as a fan, yeah, it's a great mod. Yeah, I'll try Chaos Man. If the microphone's muted for a while, it's because I don't want anyone to listen to me crying. The story. I'm just not for it. Did you give that mermaid the veil? Mahalo. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you take care of that for me. I should do something for you in return. Fix up your ship? Get you some pearls, maybe? Just say the word. You want me to go to Saikiki Beach with you? Why would you want to go to a lonesome place like that? If you're sure that's all you want, I guess a promise is a promise. Lead the way. Perfectionist pearls. Give me perfectionist pearls. They are probably the best item in this game. The most useful. Alright, yep. I'm muting. I'm muting. I'm not ready for this. Not again.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice, it's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay. For you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together. Got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's alright. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid, he's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love, but now it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
I'm not crying. It's raining. Which is the worst cry moment without giving spoiler hints? So I know exactly the part that you're thinking of. And while I think that that was emotionally more painful, I didn't cry at that point. I was in shock. I was mad. I was all sorts of emotions that were preventing me from crying at the part that you're thinking of. Oh, hi, Mel! Only cried during two things. The ending of Man on Fire starring Denzel Washington and the seventh Harry Potter book. There have been a couple of video games that have made me cry. Nothing, you guys might think this is funny, but nothing has made me cry like Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 had me distraught. I lack the words to communicate how pained I was by Metal Gear Solid 4.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Thalkos, it's probably the part you're thinking of. Jeebus! Good evening to you. Shut up, sir. How are you doing?
Another one bites the dust.
Where's my XP, game? Gabriel Kane never cried at Old Yeller? What age did you watch it at? I still need to have the boys watch that. They didn't cry at Iron Giant. At the end of Iron Giant, I looked at Gary and I'm like, I looked at Gary and waiting for something. He looked at me and was like, what? I'm fine. It's like, what the hell, kid? He was just unfazed. What restrictions did I put on myself? I have weaker enemies don't give any XP, and I've got super tough enemies turned on.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Of course, they're kabuffing now.
Let me
Did I swap out Jade? I didn't mean to swap out Jade. I want Jade in to get healed.
Need some help.
That's a good idea, Abyss. Turning on the reminder. Keep people from asking, because it is like eating up a lot of time just telling people which Draconian options I have turned on. Oh, I'm out of beer. I'm out of beer. I was not able to drink the pain away. It wasn't as bad as last time. I think, like, I think I did wind up preparing myself for it. Ooh, that first time, though. When I was trying to translate it and Mel was helping, and it was just going slowly, so it, like, yeah, just every word was painful. I was like, that sucked. Dante says, I love DQ for its challenging difficulty and battle system. I mean, the battle system, yes. Challenging difficulty, I would not say so. My mom cries whenever she watches Hachi Dog's Tale. Oh, no. Nope. Can't watch movies about dogs. The last one I watched was 8 Below. And I've just decided since 8 Below, I'm not going to watch movies that have dogs in it anymore. Because 8 Below wasn't even a question of which dog is going to die. It was a question of how many of the dogs are going to die. And that's so much worse to sit through.
Stay down.
Silvando! Whips. We gotta get your points back into whips. Probably not. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if people, like, want Dragon Quest, but they don't want a turn-based battle system, they can play Heroes. Oh. Oh, I went the wrong fucking way. That's what I did. Later, Mel. Thanks for stopping in. I think that people play DQ for the experience, just the overall experience. There's a certain feeling that you get while playing Dragon Quest that you don't get playing anything else.
You rang, honey?
Ugh. One of the orbs must be nearby.
Griffins, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else. Well, now we're here. I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
In all my 20 years, I've never talked to a human till today. You must be the guests Queen Marina mentioned. It's Her Majesty's magic that lets you breathe below the water, a special service for our guests of honor. Without it, you'd be goners. She awaits you in her pearly palace at the pinnacle of the prominence. I speak, of course, of the tower at the top of the hill. Worthless to go into the shops right now because we don't speak shark. We will be back when we can speak shark. Small spoiler. Later on we will be able to speak shark. Oh, look at all that money I'm carrying. Where did all that money come from? We fought a boss. Did I have that money on me when we were fighting the boss? Oh my god. Did I fight Tentacular with 20,000 gold sitting on me? Well, that was stupid. Okay, yeah. All of you, shut up.
I welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves. What brings you, Prince of Dandrasil, down to these coral caves?
You know, she was always pretty, but that voice is just driving it home.
Huh? How do you know he's the Prince of Dundrasil?
I have a second sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of all the news above the water. Of doomed love between men and mermaids, let us later speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek. Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed. Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers, and may it serve you well. I witnessed the whole sorry tale. It always breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and mermaid doomed to live apart. But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited. For years now I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse. You humans cannot help but seem a fragile kind to we, who live 500 years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the World Tree's will that from each other we should learn. It was the World Tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever. So too was it the World Tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear Luminary, you must be upon your way. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon. Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
It was not chance that brought you here, it was the World Tree's will. No doubt she has some further fate in store for us two still. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on, and if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon. Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the Tree of Life, and to the tree return. I was obsessed with humans around 50 years ago. When their ships sailed overhead, I'd watch them from below. There was a certain trading ship which brought me so much joy, for in its crew there was a most delightful little boy. His tiny fingers tickled on a lyre's silver strings, and every day from dawn to dusk the darling boy would sing. The songs he sang were nothing like the dirges of our nation. Those merry medleys moved me to a state of exaltation. But after just a few short years, I heard his voice no more. Perhaps he left the crew, and now he sings his songs ashore. Oh, how I wish to hear once more those heavenly refrains. Could you find him, friend, and beg that boy to sing again? Thank you. Let me tell you all that I recall of him. It was so very long ago, my memories grow dim. His ship was brightly colored, silver, gold, chartreuse, and pink. A word was painted on the prow, gondolia, I think. Does that mean anything to you? Is it some sort of clue? Please find that boy again and have him sing his song anew. Up where they walk, up where they run. Actually not a big fan of The Little Mermaid. I think it's honestly one of Disney's less good movies. Even from that era. Like, even from that era of Disney movies, I don't think it's that great. Well, this seems like a good time to go back to Gondolia, where we can deposit our 20,000 gold that we're just walking around with. I feel sorry for Louis, the cook in The Little Mermaid. He put up with a lot of shit. Can you imagine being a chef and then just one day a crab ruins your entire life? What's better, The Little Mermaid or Star Wars The Last Jedi? The Last Jedi, for sure. I'm one of those psychopaths who actually liked The Last Jedi. First of all, every complaint that can be leveraged against The Last Jedi can be leveraged against the rest of the series that everybody else apparently watches strictly through nostalgia goggles. Episode 4, 5, and 6 are not that great. They're fun. I definitely enjoy them for what they are, but are they the pinnacle of movie making? God, no! And that's how Saigan lost the rest of his subscribers. I've had people try and tell me that episode 2 was better than The Last Jedi, and I gotta say, y'all are lying to yourselves. You guys are lying to yourselves hard. Alright, there's a singing man over here. Excuse me, sir. Luciano. Signor Universo is cancelled. Is shame. It would be the perfect chance for all the people to hear my beautiful voice. Speaking of a beautiful voice, the sailors, they talk to me about a voice they hear out in the sea. They tell me is molto bellissimo. But the people who hear it, they fall asleep, and while they sleep, a horrible monster attacks their ship and drags her down into the water. Is scary, no? But if I am honest, I still wish to hear it. Is no possible it can be more beautiful than mine. No, it's not him. Was it somebody over here? Was it this man? Was it this old guy? It's hard to believe now, but when I am a boy, I have a voice like an angel. Il Piccolo Angelo, they call me. The Capitano of the biggest ship in Gondolia, he take me aboard to sing for the sailors. I travel everywhere. It's so much fun. Molto divertente. Divertente? I don't know. Even the sea creatures come to hear me sing. One time, I even see the face of Una Sirenita, a real live mermaid. If you don't believe me, go ask her yourself. By the way, I met her. I believe you. Ho ho ho! Di certo, this is the mermaid I saw all those years ago? I am so happy she remembers me. Sono feliz. Felice? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce all this Spanish stuff. Italian, maybe? I don't know. I would very much like to sing for her again, but I'm an old man now. My voice is not what it was. I think it's supposed to be like Spain. Or maybe Italy. They've got the gondolas. I don't know! But you're a healthy young ragazzo. You will not run out of breath so easily. If I teach you, will you sing to her my song? Grazie mille. Thank you, traveler. I'm so sorry, everybody. I know I'm pronouncing this wrong. Well then, if you're listening carefully, the song, it goes like this. Farewell to thee, dear contest stage, goodbye, cake shop, goodbye. I'm bound for Octagonia, my humble wares to ply. I'm bound for Octagonia by way of Zvardrust town. I'll write to thee a letter, love, when I am homeward bound. So fare thee well when I return, united we will be. Leaving Gondolia's not what hurts, my love, it's leaving thee. Ho ho! How long has it been since I last am singing this song? Now is your turn, traveler. Let the mermaid hear my shanty once again. Can I not zoom there? There it is. Wouldn't mind if there was a Dynasty Warriors Star Wars game. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, Star Wars, like, unless it's something that you grew up watching, it kind of... I'm gonna get some flack for this. It's not as great as the fans make it out to be. I say that as a fan of Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I loved Knights of the Old Republic. In fact, I think that a lot of the stuff that has come from Star Wars has been better than Star Wars itself. Knights of the Old Republic was fan-freaking-tastic. One of the best RPGs I've ever played. Farewell to thee, dear contest stage. We already know the song. That's the one, the pretty little song that I adored. It seems like yesterday I heard him strum those sunny chords. But now you say he's old and gray? Your lives go by so fast. You fill your songs with fire, for you know that fire won't last. I feel that passion once again, and it's all thanks to you. Please take this, my friend. It is the least that I can do. Grakos' trident! Grakos probably wondering what happened to his prized trident. $176, 161. Not as good as the Lightning Lance. Okay, for real though, I'm depositing my money. Depositing my goddamn money. Money, money, money. Deposit. Deposit, Saigan. Do not forget to deposit, Saigan. What am I doing here? Yes, the bank. Take my money, please. Just take this away from me. I cannot be trusted with it. Excuse me. Tower of Nyx, good evening, sir. Good to see you again, my friend. I just saved. I just saved. Okay. Party talk.
You know, I've been thinking.
Why, if you haven't decided yet, why not ask Queen Marina? Seems like she's pretty clued up on everything going on in the world. Maybe she'll be able to tell us all where we should be heading next. That's a good idea.
Darling.
Now that we know there's a kingdom full of mermaids at the bottom of the sea, nothing seems impossible. We can find a way to up to Yggdrasil. I know we can.
Goodness.
Gasp! Just imagine if the salty stallion suddenly sprouted silver wings and started soaring through the sky. Oh, darling, wouldn't it just be fabulous? Yes, darling, it would be. Okay, so yes, let's go to the bottom of the sea again. Everything's better, downwards wetter. Take it from me. Alright, Gabe. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to have you here. Oh yeah, money is like crazy easy to make later on, but I'm not later on, am I? I'm still in the first act of the game. Excuse me, I need to talk to the queen. I do seek your counsel. I thought so. If you're happy to be led, allow me to advise you on the path that lies ahead. In the western reaches, through a shining whirlpool swirls, there lies a fine academy for graceful little girls. Oh right, the harp lets us go through the other whirlpools. Duh! The master's an eccentric sort. You might think him quite mad, but if you were to visit him, I'm sure he'd make you glad. This is all the vision granted unto me did show. Go forth, my child, and find this place. The world tree wills it so. Oh my god, is my Perry coming home? Oh my god, told me she's coming home. Damn it. She's not. Alexiel is currently playing, though. And she has just run into the sham hat witches. Which means I need to send her a pic. Hang on, I have to take a picture of my plush pig hat. Or I guess it's a magic hat? It's a magic hat. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that short break. Hello, hello. And I think we gotta go up the coast. No. What's over here? Kona, go lie down. You're being a butt. You butt. Z-Target! Hello, sir. How are you doing? Alright! Hey, this place actually I kinda remember it. I don't know if we can kill one of these things, but we just deposited our money, so let's try. I did 38 damage. I think we're fine. I think we'll be okay. I believe in us. Not a good start. Nope. Good Hypno Whip. Got Serena in here.
I'll do my very best. Let's heat things up.
Oh wait, do I have her on focus on healing? I could swear I do. I do. I should also have Sylvando. No, Sylvando sucks on focus on healing. That's right. Have him fight wisely. Imagine if the hero easily got seasick. That sounds like something that Shypox would cause. Oof. Ah, your friend just stabbed you. How do you feel? Oof. Oh.
And don't come back.
Oh man. Rab just became Kirill's hero. Ooh, a monster horn. We needed one of those, didn't we? I feel like we needed one of those. Okay, so that's going to be a magic door over there. I remember that. There was somebody who lived in here? They might not be here yet. They might be here later. All right. That's right. That's right. There's the targets on the different islands. Z-Target speedrunners are insane, and they make insane things happen. That's all there is to it. They work on willpower and witchcraft. Oh, and yeah, Eric with Victimizer. Eric really seems to be like this all-star boss killer in this game, and it's not what you would expect from, you know, the guy with the knives that don't do that much damage. But no, Victimizer has turned him into kind of an all-star, and I hope that we see more of it in the franchise. No, that's not good. Because it's a very great, very useful ability. It's just, there's also the issue of, you know, is it too strong? You know, should they nerf Victimizer and Persecutor for the next game? Maybe bring down the damage a bit, or consolidate it into a single ability? They're dressed like otters. This game. So fucking charming. So you don't want it to get nerfed on account of liking how broken it is. It just feels broken, you know? Like, it's funny that they would nerf something like Falcon Blade stacking with Falcon Slash, and then instead they put in something like Victimizer.
I'm on fire!
Nala is cool. Thanks for the host. Alan. I remember you, Alan. Oh shit. I should be paying attention. We are dying.
Why don't I show you how it's done?
Windows Defender antivirus did not find any of the... Oh, okay. Apparently I was running a scan. I think the abilities are fine as late-game abilities if the status effects were harder to inflict, and if they had weaker versions early on. That seems fair, but I still think doing that much damage to a super boss is a bit ridiculous. I think the most useful part about it is that Eric's special attacks to cause, like, poisoning and sleep are actually worth using anyways. Because normally you don't use that kind of ability because, like, it's got a low success rate and you're not doing much damage. Hey Saigan, least favorite DQ final boss. 2 doesn't count. Let's... 5, maybe? What was that, Mortimer? Oh, fuck you, bird. I would say 5's final boss. He's not very memorable. He doesn't have much setup. Wow, did you follow me all the way over here? Where did you even come from? Lord Edgy Blade has found YouTube chat. How are you doing, Edgy Blade? No. Oh, there, that's what we want.
Silvano takes the stage!
Honestly, can't remember 5's boss. Exactly. He doesn't leave any impression on you. He is the least interesting Dragon Quest boss. I'm doing well. The family's doing well.
Score one for the good guys.
Brad, welcome to the stream. Already on your second playthrough. Dude, I can't wait to get to the post-game story either. I'm excited. If he was a spice, he'd be flour. Exactly. What are we talking about? Least favorite Dragon Quest boss in the main series who isn't Cedo. And yeah, my vote is for whoever it was in 5. I want to say Mortimer was his name, but that might be the boss of 6. I remember the boss in 6 actually had a really good setup. Like, you're given plenty of time to learn to hate him. You got a good taste of his power before going into the fight. And he was a terrifying fight, too. The boss for 5 was just kind of there. So let's run down it. The boss of 1, you know, we hear about the entire time. We see Hawksness. We understand the Dragon Lord's power. And we're preparing for fighting him the entire adventure. 2 definitely had the cheesiest final boss. 2, you're ready to fight Hargon the entire time. You fight Hargon, and then... Put-om! You're fighting Zeramus instead. Oh, I mean Cedo. Who you have no connection to. He just, like, fucking shows up. 3 did a great bait and switch. 3, like... They looked at how they did 2, and they're like, well, what if instead we have them fight Baramos halfway through the game, or 3/4 of the way through the game, and then we set up the actual final boss. And that worked really well. Did we just make a run for the school? I think we should just make a run for the school, which means we should get the freaking horse. 4 probably has the best boss in this series, because 4 is as much Pissarro's story as it is the other characters' story. 5 tried to do what 3 did by having you fight Lodja halfway through the game. And then it just kind of keeps going. Six, I can't remember his name, which sucks, but you had plenty of time to see what he was capable of, see what he was doing, and learn to hate him as a villain. 7, same thing. You were given time to hate the final boss as a villain. 8, the dual Magus bait and switch to Rapthorn was very, very well done. And again, we're given enough time to get to know Rapthorn and understand his evil. 9, we are given plenty of time to get to know Corvus. And it feels like they were trying to pull the whole Pissarro thing again, which works, except that Pissarro was done better, so Corvus kind of falls flat. 6 is Mortimer, 5 is Nimzo. Nimzo just, he doesn't leave anything on me. I remember Mortimer's name because Mortimer was actually terrifying. So, yeah, Corvus wound up being kind of a bargain bin Pissarro. And I think he would have been a better final boss if we hadn't already been exposed to Pissarro. but I like.
Victory!
Dragon Quest X's final boss. I can't remember his freaking name. I remember what he looks like pretty clearly because he murdered me several times before I broke and got Nemus, and I think Cran was there. Cran might have been there for the fight. Or it might have been some Japanese players. He was okay. I remember him just because, like, you know, I died plenty of times against him. 11? Ah, 11 has a great final boss. They managed to pull off something that I haven't seen in a long, long time, and I think that they actually did it better. I know the game has been out long enough, and most of us here who are watching, who are playing the game, have already finished it, but... Oh, wait. Wait. Girl, you just got Thunder Thrust. Okay, good. There's plenty of people in chat who haven't finished it yet. Some massive claims. I know who you're comparing him to. Yeah, of course you know who I'm comparing to. It's obvious. I think it's done better.
Très bien. A splendid rendition, girls. Now, to your lesson. May you have a maximally fruitful day on your journey to become miniature ladies par excellence.
All together now. Merci, Monsieur Médaille. Merci, Monsieur Médaille.
Merci, mesdemoiselles. What have we here? It is not so often that we receive les visiteurs. It is a minimally common occurrence, in fact. Incroyable! I do not believe it! Young man, it must have been fate that brought you here. Destiny! La Providence! I sense a great power within you. A power of maximal significance. There is much to discuss, but not out here, eh? Come to my office, and I will reveal all you need to know. It is nearby, a minimal distance. You will see.
All right, guys, I need to end the stream here. Thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you all next time. Take care.